Son of Christ, Isupk Sabbath service has officially begun. Shapar, which means horn. Yayon, which means wine. La Yasharala, which means to Israel. Son of Christ. Imagine, which means to stand. We're going to recite the Lord's Prayer and the rest of the prayers in the Hebrew. Then to the English. Soar upon your aqueduct, which means turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakovka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, the Thundernawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawawatinawa, Kasalakanawa, Kawawatinawa, Wala'a, Tabayayinawa, Barasaya 1, Abba, Hawashayinawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'ataparaf, La'iwalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, the thunder nawa, Hakak, La Rapa'ah, Karamakala, Wakamadawa, Hakak, La Ta'ah, Hamatazarayam, Hakak, La Hakwayam, Hamathyam, Hakak, Arakarath, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Tawada Aman, in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ha-ha-horyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Izoria, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Ra'arataza, Ayatan, Lamawat, Wagarka, Alyanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makar Rai, Yashamar, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaafka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'ait Iwalam in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam, al damayalaka, al takarash, wa al tashakwat, al kayahana, awayabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawad, Wayata ya aitazawa, altazapawanyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanakakida, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, La, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Bara'af, Yakawafwa, Ahawa, Adawam, Wayashamaylayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagorium, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalat, Palashaf, Anya Shabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Aimam, Hayawa, Zawawai, Labanya Lawa, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kayabian, Banakar, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nadayamawa, Ka'ira, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakata Zamanai, Kanasa Yakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayara Shah, La Nawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, La Panya Raka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Kantaradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapafka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayaba'awa, Ya'ad, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Waya the Iwa, Kaya, Arthur, Shamka, Yahawa, Nabadka, Al-Yawam, Al-Ka-Ha'arataza. Keep not thy silence, O my power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O my power. For lo, thy enemies make it to most, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They have confederated against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asor also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jaban at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor, Paratazah. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeheb, yea, all their princes as Zabat and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power and possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame set up the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest. Paratazah. God. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that man may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shah, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazabya'a, Alawab Yahana, Ha Alawapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayanyam, Ha Kayayanyam, Wa Ha Akwathyam, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Tawada Aman in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasharala, Wahabayah, Sapariam, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun, Yasharala, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Tawada Aman in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect Israel in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Isupk curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, listen to us now. Right now, send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, repeat after me, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Kamikaze, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, Nassau Space Movement, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of our people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the planes, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak that word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh, thank you always. So be it. So, would you turn? Shabia, be seated. But give me a cup of my young Bible Kishop.
Come.
Last week we left off at Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 24. All right. So this week we're gonna pick it up at Nehemiah 13 and 25, and we going to end that chapter and moving on to a new book, which is going to be Esther. All right. Just like to all the words.
Beautiful.
All right. Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 25 in the Hebrew. You got your Tanakh?
Come.
Nehemiah 13 and 25 in the Hebrew. 6, 5. Wa'arayab Imam, Wa'akwa Lalam, Wa'aka Maham, Anashyam, Wa'a Maratham, Wa'a Tabayaim, Ba'a Lahayam, Tatha Nawa, Banath Yakam, Labanyaham, Wa'am, Tasha'wa, Mabanath Yam,
Laban Yakam, Walakam, verse 26. Halawa, Ayl, Alaha, Kata'a, Shalama, Salakia, Shalama, Malak, Yasharala, Wabagoyam, Hara Bayam, La'a, Ha Ya'a, Malak, Kamahawa, Wa'awab, La'a, Lahayawa, Haya'a, Waya Tanawa, Alahayam, Malak, Ayla, Kal, Yasharala, Gum, Awathawa, Haka Tayawa, Hanashiam, Hanakarayawath, 27, Walakam, Hana Shamai, La'ai Shaf, Af, Kal, Hara Aiha, Hagadolha, Hazahath, Lama Aila, Ba Alahayanawa, Laha Shayab, Nashayam, Nakar Yawath, 28, Wama Banya, Yawa Yadai, Ban, Alaya Shayab, Hakahan, Hagadawal, Katan, Lasa Nabalat, Ha Karanya, Wa'a Baraya Kahawa, Ma'alia, 29, Zakar, Zakawar, Zakara, Laham, Alahaya, Ail, Gaalia, Hakahan, Ha, Wabarayaf, Hakahanha, Waha Lawayam, Waha Loyam, Wataha Rafyam, Makal, Nakar, Wa'ai Mayada, Masha Marawath, Lakahanyam, Wala Loyam, Ayash, Bamala Kafwa, 31, 25. 31 will be the last verse. Wala Kwara Ban, Ha'ai Tazayam, Ba'aithiam, Maza Manawaf, Wala Bakar Rayam, Zakara, Laya, Alahaya, La Tawab Ha. Right, in the English, Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 25. And I contended with them All right, we're gonna go in verse 23, right? Verse 23 said, "In those days I saw Jews that had married wives of Ashdod and Ammon and of Moab." So this is Nehemiah talking about the evil that he saw the men were doing, marrying strangers, right? Marrying strange women. And now in verse 25, he said, "And I contended with them and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked of their hair, and made them swear by God." All right, so Nehemiah basically saying how he laid hands on these brothers that had strange women, that had Japanese women, all right, and Chinese women, all right, brothers that married outside of their race, like Kanye West, like O.J. Simpson, these type of brothers that go outside of their race, outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. And back then, Nehemiah basically he put hands on them, all right, because this is how our nation got destroyed, and he's gonna mention that further. And plucked off their hair, right? So grab them by the beard and give them a good old ass whipping, and made them swear by the power, saying, "Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves." All right, this is what we are not supposed to do. All right, in the scriptures, there are things that we are supposed to do, and there are things that we are commanded not to do. And sleeping with other nations is one of them. Verse 26, "Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his power. And God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish woman cause to sin." Right? And this is why when you go back in Deuteronomy 7, it tells you why we should not go into these strange women, because once you do, you're going to turn your back against the Most High.
Right.
All right? Because these women are not God-chosen people. All right? They're from another nation. They from a heathen nation. Verse 27, "Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to transgress against our power, our God, in marrying strange wives?" Is that what we're supposed to do? Right? Is that what we're supposed to do, Tiger Woods? We're supposed to follow your lead and just, transgress against God so we could be more destroyed? Verse 28, "And one of the sons of Jehoiada, the son of Eliashib, the high priest, was son-in-law to Sanballat the Horonite. Therefore I chased him from me." Verse 29, "Remember them, O my power, because they have defiled the priesthood and the covenant of the priesthood and of the Levites." Verse 30, "Thus cleanse I them from all strangers, and appointed the wards of the priests and the Levites, everyone in his business." Verse 31, "And for the wood offering at times appointed, and for the first fruits, remember me, O my power, for good." All right. So this is Nehemiah, basically cleansing the nation from all of the horrible things that we were doing that caused our destruction, and one of them being interracial marriage. This Majam Parataza. Nah, you can sit.
Oh,
Watch. Matter of fact, this could work. State your registry.
Parataza, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasha'ala,
Parataza, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Yahba Shem Yasharakata,
Yahweh Hashem Yahshabakata. But yeah, come up here. Here, pass me a chair. Stop Parataza, open this up. State your registry.
Bayan Yala, Bangoya, Banyasha Allah.
Bayan Ya'ala. Bayan ya Allah. Ban loya, ban ya shiral.
Yahbashim Yashabrakatah.
Yahbashim Yasharakatah.
You have a headpiece?
I mean,
It's gonna fit you. It's not finished yet. It's upside down. All right, Shabia, you seated? All right, so we're picking it up now in the book of Esther. Switching gear, going to the book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 1. Paratazar, you could pick up.
Salakia, so do you have, did you read 31?
Okay.
13 to 31?
Okay.
You went from, you started from 25 to?
25 to
Oh,
31.
count, verse 24, Salakia.
We left us at 24 last time, right?
I thought we could start at 24. We start off at 24, I thought we left off at 23.
You could go ahead and just read the.
Count.
You got it?
Count.
Still 1 and 1. Bayan, you want to give it a crack? I
Go.
got you.
Come,
Because we need to use it.
Haya, Bayawan, Akashai,
That's hot. That's Esther.
that's the one on come.
What's the first word you got there? Say Haya.
Haya,
Hay. Is it Waya Haya?
Waya Haya, Salah. Waya Haya, Bayawan,
Bayamaya.
Bayam, Salah.
Bayamya.
Bayamya, Akashai, Yarash,
Akashawar. Kashawar wash.
Akasha Wawash, Hawa, Akasha Wawash, Hamalak, Mahadar,
Sawa.
Mahadawa, Wa'aida, Wa'aid, Salah. Kasha, Kawash, Shaba'ai, Ya,
That's a wa.
Wa'aish, Shadawin,
Wa'aishariam.
Wa'aisharim, Wa'ma'ah, Madarya Bah, verse 2.
I don't see the class from last week.
Slav.
It's not up. It's not on headquarters. That
Bayayim,
But that's by Yum Yum.
Slaki Bayanyum, Slaki. Haham,
Help him with the words, all right?
Uh-huh.
Double check this. Keep going.
uh, Ka,
Mhm.
Kasha, Ba,
Mhm.
Hamalak,
Mhm.
I Hashan,
So, that's a so.
I Kasha, Daryawash,
That's a, well, well, well,
Rough,
wash.
Wash, Slak. I Ka, Sa,
So, kasa,
um, Ha,
kasa,
Kasa,
kasa, ah,
Kasa'ah.
Kasa'ah, Slak. Um, Ma, Malakwath, Shah, Basha, Yash,
wa, washa,
Basha
wa,
Wash, yeah,
washa, wash, washa, wash, washa, wash,
Basha Wash,
Mashawashan.
shan,
Basha Washan, Haba Ya Rah,
Abayara.
abra,
Habaraya,
Verse 3.
verse 3, Baisana, Baishana,
nath,
Baishanath, Shala, Shalawash, Shah,
that's good. Shall wash, that's correct.
Malak, La Malak,
God, you're right. This syllable ends at verse 6. All right.
Okay.
Shah,
Start that from the beginning, not from the beginning, from, lama,
La Malak,
Lamalakwa.
La Malak, Slak. Aisha, Masha, Thah,
Mhm.
La Kala, Sha, Rawa, Wa Ibad, Wa Abad,
Ba'ibadiyawa.
Wa Ibadiwa, Slak. Ha Yalla,
That's a ka.
Slak. Kalo, Ka Yalla,
Kayal.
Kayal,
Pay no attention to the Yiddish
Ka,
at all.
Ka. Parash,
That's a sa.
Slak. Parasa,
Paras.
Paras, Ma,
That's a
Ya.
wa.
Wa Ma Da, Ya. Ha Pa Hapa Hapada
That's a ra.
Hapara
That's a ta.
Mayam
Haparath mayam.
Haparath Mayam Washar Washar
Washarya.
Washar
Keep going.
Ha Kama
That's a ha.
Slake Ha Hamadaya
Yan.
Hamadayan
Hamadayan wa.
Hamadayanwath La Pa Naya What?
Yeah, but connect the pa with the na. Say that again.
La Panawa.
Napanyawa.
Napanyo.
Keep going. Verse 4.
Ba Bahar Bahara Thaya.
Rafa. Keep going. Keep going. Ah.
Ath Ath okay, it's like Ath Aishar Ka Kabadio Kabadio
Kabawad.
Kabawaz Malakwath Yaath Waath Ya Yaquar Thapa Ayath
Arath. Keep going.
Ga Gadariala Tharya
Got a wall. Got a wall for
got a wath you Ya Yum Ya Yum Yum
yum yum.
Ya Yum Yum
Yum.
Yum It's like
Yum yum.
Yum Yum Ra Rabayim Shama Shama Ya Bayim
Keep going. Shama one yum.
Shama it's like Shama Wanyum Ma
That's a wall.
Wama Ath Ya Wam
Gone. Verse 5. Two more verses. Verse 5.
Ba Yabam
That's a wall.
Wabamala Wabamala
Lawath.
Lawath
Keep going.
Ha Hayanyum
Hayum yum.
Hayanyum
Keep going.
Ha Allah Aisha Hamalak La Kala Hama Ha Slaka Ha Ayim Hanama I
That's a tazah.
Slaka Hanama I Taz Ha
Say it again.
Hana Ma Taza Ayim
Keep going.
Slaka Ba Sha Sasha no
Bashar wash one.
Basha Washim
Bashar washan.
Bashayashim
Keep going.
Haba Habaya Ra'a Lama Ga Da Wai Wala
You keep going.
Wa Aid Quata Na Quatan Slap
Keep going.
Moshe Tha Gadol Slaki Lama Gad Lama Gadol La Wa'id, Quatan, Mashatha, Shaba'ath, Yamawam, Bahashar, Gatha, Yathana,
6 is the last verse, right?
come. Hamalak, Hamalak, verse 6. Kayar, Kapa,
You started with 6?
come.
All right, go on.
Karapas, Yatha, Watha Kalath, Hawat, no, sorry.
Akawaza.
Akawaza, Wahabala, Wahabalawa, Bawataza, Ira Gaman, Al Galayala, Kasap, Wa'aimadah,
Aimawadia.
Wa'aimaywada,
Wadia. Good job. Time verse. Pick it up in the English. That's the 1 and 1. All right, so now we moved on to a new book. We left Nehemiah. That we're gonna be talking about Esther, which is right on time because we are right now on the 8th month, right? And in the Hebrew calendar, of course, we know we're in the October is the 10th month, right? In Esau's calendar, but right now we are on the 8th month in the Hebrew calendar, and we have a feast that is approaching. You know, in the UPK we follow the holy days and the feasts of the Bible. So the high holy days are in Hebrew. The not Hebrew, so like Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and we have 2 feasts that we also observe, which is one of them is in Esther, which is the Feast of Purim that we're gonna start reading about. And we're studying now in Esther 1 and 1 in the English. Good.
The book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, this is Ahasuerus, right, which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia over 127 provinces.
All right, so this king was very powerful. He reigned over 127 provinces, all right? Similar to America today, that's ruling over all the United States, all the native Indian lands, that's ruling over Haiti, ruling over the islands, ruling over Puerto Rico, right? Thailand, like their government stretches the same way with this king right here. Keep going.
Come, verse 2. That in those days when the king Ahasuerus
Keep going. Ahasuerus.
Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan, the palace, in the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants. The power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princes of the provinces, being before him. Verse 4, when he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even 180 days.
All right. So he was king for 3 years so far, and he made a feast. All right. And of course, at the time, where were we? We were at the bottom of society, making his kingdom glorious, the same way we are making our enemy's kingdom glorious today, right? By being oppressed. Keep going.
Come, verse 5. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shushan, the palace, both unto great and small, 7 days, in the court of the garden of the king's palace. Verse 6, where were white, green, and blue hangings fastened with cords of fine linen and purple to silver rings and pillars of marble. The beds were of gold and silver upon a pavement of red and blue and white and black marble. Verse, come.
For us, I will pick it up. Hebrew.
Come.
Verse 7.
Come. Esther, Esther's. That's right. Esther. Chapter 1, verse 7. Wahasha, Waf, Bakaya, Zahab, Wakal Yam, Makal Yam, Shawan Yam, Wayayan, Mala, Malak Waf, Rab, Kayad, Hamalan,
that's king.
Hamalak. Verse 8. Waha Shaf Ya Kadaf Ayan An Asa Anash Kaya Kan Yasad Hamalak Al Kal Rab Bayathwa La Aish Waf Kara Taza one Ayash Yash. Verse 9. Gam Washaf Ya Hamal Hamaka, Ashada, Mashada, Na, no, yeah, Nasham, Bayath, Hamal, Hamala, Kawath, Ashar, Lamalak, Akash, War, Wash, Sa, verse 10, 14. Bayawam, Hashab, Yaya, Bata, Kata, Kata, Wow, Labab, Lab, Hamalak, Bayayan, Amad, Lama, Waman, Bazaf, Kara, Ya, Bagatha, Da'a, Zadar, Wakar, Makas, Shabaith, Hasar, Hasaya,
Yes.
Yashyam. Let me say that again, Salako. Hasab, Sayam.
Hasar Yas Yum.
Hashar, Hashar, Yashyam. I say it now. Twice, so. Hama, Shar, Dayam, Ath, Panya, Hamalak, Akasha, Shawar, Wash, verse 11, Lahab, Yahab, Yaya, Af, Washath, Hamal, Kah, Lapanya, Hamalak, Bakadar, Malakawaf,
Malakwath.
Malakwath, or Malakwa. Malakwa. Laha, Awath, Mayam, Shayam, Af, Ya, Kaya, Tawabaf, Mara'ah, Haya, verse 12, Ma'an, Hama, can you say, there's a word for that? Hamalaka. He's talking about that Hebrew class. Hamalakwa, Daya, Laba, Bad, Badabar, Badabar, Hamalak, Ashar, Bayad, Hasara, Yashayam, Wayak, Tazak, Hamalak, Ma'ad, Waka, Tawa, Ura, Ban, verse 13.
Last verse.
Come. Okay, come, I messed up. Okay. See, Amar, Hamalak, Mayam, Yad, Aya, Yam, Kaya, Kan, Dabar, Hamalak, Lapanya, Cow, Yadaya, Daf, Wadayan. Wadayan. What was the last verse? 13?
13.
Okay.
That's it? All right, pick it up in the English. Nehemiah chapter 1, verse 7.
Verse 7.
Bayan got it.
Nehemiah chapter 1, verse 7. We have dealt very corruptly against thee, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the judgments, which thou commandest thy servant Moses. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commanded, Salaki, the word that thou commandest thy
Esther.
Esther
1 and 7.
1 and 7.
I said Nehemiah.
Con.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on. I wasn't. Yeah,
Esther 1 and 7.
Con. This book of Esther, chapter
Trooper
1.
is just following order. I know we're in Esther, but I don't want to say go back to Genesis. No sweats. Genesis 1 and 1.
Con.
Esther 1 and 7.
1 and 7.
Verse 7. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse one from another, and royal wine in abundance, according to the state of the king. Verse 8. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel, for so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house that they should do according to every man's pleasure. Verse 9.
All right, so the king here is pleasing the people. Right, he had over 120 province in his possession. Right, so he threw a feast for his men and a feast for the people and pleasing the people. You know, sort of like what Rome did with the gladiators, like shows, so that they could really appease the people. Give the people, it's the same thing that America does today with the carnivals, with
Right.
the Eastern Parkway, just to keep us distracted, keep us as happy slaves, right? So that we never focus on building ourselves up as a nation. Keep going. Just please the people, as you say. Do it as a what please the people. What give them DMX, give them what rappers they like, right? What was that new rapper? Until I was feeling you. I put that on the summer stage, like just appease the people. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 9. Also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house, which belonged to King Ahasuerus.
Right? And this is the queen Vashti. That is the queen of the feminist movement in her days.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 10. On the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbonah, Bigtha, and Abatha, Zethar, and Carcass, the seven chamberlains that served in the presence of Asherus, the king. Verse 11, to bring Vashti, the queen, before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princes her beauty, for she was fair to look on.
All right, so that was a beautiful woman. But we're gonna find out all that beauty meant nothing, and we're gonna see how Vashti gonna lose that position in the weeks to come. All right, and it has a lot to do with how we ended up with this feast that we are getting ready to observe in the UPK, and all Israelites, all so-called Black Hispanics and Native Indians should observe this feast. As you can see now, the Isupk, we have been praying for the internet to open up, and the Most High got this internet cracked open, brothers.
Right.
This internet right now is cracked open. This is the conversation, and now it is time for us to let our light shine. It is time for us to reclaim our identity, all right? Because the conversation is being had, all right? Are these Jewish people the real Jews? Now, we are the real Jews. So if we are the real Jews, then we should observe the Feast of Purim, which is coming up, all right? The Feast of Hanukkah, which follows, all right? The Passover, which is going to be in April. We got to observe these feasts, right? This is time for us to shine. Keep going.
Verse 12. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's command by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. Verse 13. Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment, and the next unto him.
That's it right there.
Salaki.
Okay. All right, I'll pick it up. The book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 14. Waha Korab Alayawa Karashna Athar Ada Matha Tara Shayash Maras Mara Sana Mama Wakan Shabai Sharia, Paras, Wamadia, Ra'aya, Panya, Hamalak, Haya Shabiam, Ra'a Shana, Ba Malakwa, verse 15. Kadath, Maha, La'ai, Shawath, Ba Malaka, Washafia, Ail, Ashar, La'a, Ai, Shatha, Ath, Ma Amar, Hamalak, Akashar, so like it. Akashar Rosh, Bayad, Hasar, Yasyam, verse 16. Waya Amar, Mawa Makan, Lapanya, Hamalak, Waha Shoryam, La'a Ail, Hamalak, Labadwa, I Watha, Washafia, Hamalakha, Kaya Al Kal, Hashoryam, Wa'ail, Kal, Ha'anyam, Ashar, Bakal, Madyanwath, Hamalak, Kashar, Rawash, Kaya, Yataza'ah, Dabar, Hamalakha, Ail, Kal, Hanashim, Laha, Bazawath, Ba'ail, Yahan, Yan, Ba'a Maram, Hamalak, Akashar, Rarash, Amar, Laha Baya'a, Af, Washafia, Hamalaka, La Panyawa, Wala'a, Ba'aha, verse 18, Waha Yawam, Hazaa, Tahamar Naha, Sharawath, Paras, Wamadia, Ashar, Shamaiwa, Af, Dabar, Hamalaka, Lakal, Sharia, Hamalak, Wakadia, Bazaya, Bazaya 1, Wakwa Tazap, verse 19, Ail, Hamalak, Tawab, Yataza'ah, Dabar, Malakawaf, Malapanyawa, Waya Katab, Badafia, Paras, Wamadia, Wala'a, Yabwa, Ashar, La'a, Tabawa'a, Washafia, Lapanya, Hamalak, Hakashar, Rawash, Wamalak, Watha, Athan, Hamalak, Lara'ai, Watha'a, Hatawabha, Mamanaha, verse 20.
Last verse.
Wana Shamai, Patagam, Hamalak, Ashar, Ya'ai Sha'a, Babal, Malakawahwa, Kaya, Rabaa, Hayaa, Wakal, Hanashim, Yatanwa, Yaqual, Labai, Layan, Lamagadawa, Wa'aid, Quatan. Read in the English. Esther 1 and 14.
Verse 14. And the next unto him was Karshina, Shethar, Adamath, Tarshish, Miras, Marcina, and Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face and which sat the first in the kingdom. Verse 15. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law?
So the king saw that his woman would not submit to him. He gave the queen an order, and the queen said, "Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm independent. I'm gonna do what I want." So he put these princes together to figure out, all right, how are we gonna deal with this broad right here who don't want to submit to me, who don't want to submit to my power, who had the nerves to tell me no. Keep going.
Come. Because she had not performed the commandment of the king, Ahasuerus, by the chamberlains. Verse 16. And Memucan answered before the king, and the princes Vashti the queen have not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes.
So not only is she disrespecting you, king, but if she's disrespecting the king, you know what that means? That means she's disrespecting everybody that works for the king. Because if she has the nerve to disrespect the king, how's she gonna treat the king employees? How's she gonna treat the lieutenant and the generals and the captains of the kings? She's gonna disrespect them as well because she feels all power and mighty, and she's the queen of the feminist movement, right? In her days. Keep going.
Come. And to all the people that are in all the provinces.
You said it right.
Provinces of the king Ahasuerus.
Keep going.
Verse 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women.
So if we let this happen, she not only disrespect you, she disrespect all the people that work for you. So if the women hears about what the queen is doing, how she's treating the men of power, then what's going to happen? Keep going.
Come. So that they shall despise their husbands.
It's going to be a virus. It's going to infect the woman of the provinces that you are ruling over, and these women are going to start disrespecting their husband. And this is something that the oppressor understands very clearly. This is why the oppressor put us at the position that we are in society, so that our women could disrespect us and give the woman power. Why? This destabilized nation. When the man is not in his proper role and the woman is not in her proper role, when the woman have authority over the man, this disrupts the entire nation. And these people, these heathen, they understood that clearly. That if we let this go unchecked, it's going to be a disease throughout the entire nation, and all the women are gonna start disrespecting their men because the queen disrespected the king,
Right.
So I can do it too.
Right.
Me Too movement. All right, that's your Me Too movement right there. Keep going.
Come. So that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes, when it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not.
All right. When they hear that, so what? What did the queen do? Okay, girl, you go, girl. All right, woman empowerment. This is it right here. That's our foolish thought pattern right here. Keep going.
Come, verse 18. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the kings, princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall they arise too much contempt and wrath. If, Slack, verse 19, if it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus.
All right, so she thinks she's all powerful because she's the queen. She forgot she's the queen because she's the wife of the king. Right? So therefore, we're gonna take that power away from her. You're no longer gonna be the queen. Keep going.
Come. And let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
So give that royalty to another woman, a woman that will submit. All right. This is how they saw it. This is the remedy they saw. This woman, she thinks she's all powerful. She's disrespecting the man. She's going to be a virus to these other women of the provinces that you are ruling over. So therefore, let us strip her of that power and give it to a woman that will submit. Keep going.
Come, verse 20. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the while shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small.
All right. In the Hebrew, anybody want to read it?
I got you.
All right, go ahead.
Same here. Esther, chapter 1, verse 21. Why yat ya tab had bar hadabar bar I ya hamalak waha shar yam waya aish hamalak kadabar mama wa kan. Verse 22. Wayash la sapar yam au cow madayan waf hamalak au madayan na wamad yan mama I mean na kaf ba wa'al
Kakataba.
kaka the ba, that's what you said. Daba kaka daba wa'al I'm kalash wa nawa la ya waf cow ayash shara shara ba baba ya iwa Wamad Bar Kalasha 1 Imawa verse
Chapter 2 and 1.
chapter 2 and 1. So Esther chapter 2 verse 1. Akar Hada Baryam La Kashan Kashak Kamath Hamalak Akash Wash Zakar Af Washaf Wa'af Ashar Aisha the Wa'af Ashar Nagazar Ila Yah verse 2.
That's Eliah.
Ayaha verse 2. Waya
Waya Amarwa.
Waya Amarwa Naai Raya Hamalak Mashar Tayawa Bak Shawa Malak Naai Ra Waf Badawal Waf Tawab Waf Mara Aya verse 3. Waya Pakta
Waya Paquad.
Waya Paquad Hamalak Pakwa Yad Yam Bakal Mad Yan Waf Malak Malak Waf Waya Bad Tazawa Af Cow Naai Ra Bada Wala Taza Baf Mara Al Shawashan, Haba Yara, Al Bayath, Han Shayam, Al Yad, Haga, Saryas, Hamalak, Shamar, Han Shayam,
Hanashim.
Hanashim, one, Damar, Wak, Yahan, verse 4, and, verse 5. Wahan, Ira, Aisha, Daya, Sab, Yan, Hamalak, Damalyak, Dakath, Washathia, Tab, Hadabar, Yan, Hamalak, Aish, Khan, verse 5, last
verse.
okay. Ayash, Yahawadaya, Haya, Basha Washan, Habaya Ba, Washamwa, Madakanya,
That's a rock.
Maradakamya,
Maradakia.
Mayadakya, Maradakya. Okay, let me see. Bun, Yar, Bun, Shamaiah, Bun, Kwayash, Ayash, Bun Yan.
Pick it up in the English. You're starting at 21.
21.
Okay, Esther chapter 1, verse 21. And the same pleased the king and the princes.
We're setting this, brothers. I'll keep going by him.
Okay. And the king did according to the word of Memucan. Verse 22. For he sent letters into all the king's provinces, into every province according to the writing thereof. and to every people after their language, that every man should bear rule in his own
Double
house,
check that. Keep
Come
going.
and sorry. And that it should be published according to the language of every people. Chapter 2, verse 1. After these things,
All right, so the king said, all right, I like this. We definitely gonna do just what you said. And put it in Creole, put it in French, put it in Spanish, in Portuguese, and send it throughout all the provinces. All right, to give you a modern understanding. Put it in all the languages, put it throughout all the provinces. This is what's going to happen. Keep going.
come. After these things, when the wrath of the king Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what was decreed against her. Verse 2. Then said the king's servants that ministered unto him, let there be fair young virgins sought for their king.
All right, so now he's remembering his wife. You know, that's his wife for maybe many years. So Princess is like, man, there's a lot of fish in the sea. So we're gonna get these virgins, which are young women, all right, and you choose one. All right, choose one of these beautiful women that we have throughout all these provinces that you control. Keep going.
Come. Verse 3. And let the king appoint officers in all their provinces of his kingdom, that they may gather together all the fair young virgins unto Shushan,
That means all the beautiful women. Keep going.
the palace, to the house of the women, unto the custody of Higi, the king's chamberlain, keeper of the women, and let their things for purification be given them.
Hege. Hege.
Hege, Hege, Hege.
Keep going.
Come. Verse 4. And let the maiden which pleaseth the king be queen instead of Vashti. And the thing pleased the king, and he did so. Verse 5. Now in Shushan the palace, where was a certain Jew, whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shemiah.
All right. So Mordecai is going. He is the reason why we have the Feast of Purim. All right. That was Esther's cousin, I believe. His uncle was Esther's. His uncle was Esther's father. All right. Esther lost both of his parents, and he took her as as a daughter. Um, keep going.
Come. The son of Kish, a Benjamite. Verse 6.
Verse 5 was the last verse.
Verse 5 was the last.
So what said we?
That was 6.
That was 6 right
Yeah,
here?
this is the last set right
Is
here.
it 7?
Come.
I don't know why I felt like we were still in the 4th set or something. I'll pick this one up. So you wanna give a crack?
Come.
Take the first two verses.
Yes.
6 and 7. Read 6 and 7.
So I can, verse 6. Ashar,
Mhm.
Ha-Galah, Yerushalayim, I,
Hold on. Hagalah. After that, what you got?
Ha-Galah, Yerushalayim,
That's a ma. Just keep-
Maya, Rashalayim,
That's
Maya, Rashalayim, I,
Maya Rawa Shalyam.
Mawai,
Maya.
Maya, Yashalayim,
Shalyam.
Shalyim, I, Ha-Galath, Ashar, Ha-Galath, Ha-Galatha, I, Yakanayah, Malak, Yahawada, Ashar, Hagalath, Nabaka,
Skip the wa.
Nabaka,
No, not about wa.
Nabawa, Ka, Slakia, Duh, Tazar, Malak, Babalah, verse 7. Wayaha,
Wayahaya.
Wah, Slakia, Wahaya,
Wayahaya.
Wayahaya, Haya, Aman, Atha, Hadasha,
Hadasa.
Slakia, Hadasa,
Hadasa, that's Esther's name in the Hebrew.
Come. Slakia, Haya, Ashta,
Asatar.
Ashata, Bath, Dadua, Kaya, Ayan, La'ah, Ab, Am, Slakia, Wahab, Rath, Yapah, Thar, Wapawabath, Marah, Salakia, Wabamawath, Abba.
You still in 6?
Oh, Salakia, I'm in verse 7. Abawa, Ha, Wa Ha, Laqua Thaha, Slakia, Maradakia, it's the water. Slakia, Lawa, Labath,
I'll pick up the rest.
Come.
Nehemiah chapter 2, verse 8. Wayahaya Baha Shammai Dabar Hamalak Wadafwa Wabaha Quabataza Naai Rabawath Al Shawaman Habayara Al Yad Hagaya Watha Laquat Hasatar Al Bayath Hamalak Al Yad Hagaya Shamar Hanashim, verse 9. Watha Yatab Hanai Ra Ba'ai Yan Yawa Watha Sha'a Kasar Lapan Yawa Waya Bahal Af Tamawa Wayaha Wa'af Mana Manawatha, Lathath, Laha, Wa'ath, Shabai, Hanai, Rawath, Hara Ayawath, Lathath, Laha, Mabayath, Hamalak, Waya Shana, Wa'ath, Naai, Rawath, Yaha, Latawal, Bayath, Hanashim, verse 10, La'ah, Hagayadah, Hasatal, Af, Aimaha, Wa'af, Mawalad, Taha, Kaya, Maradakia, Tazawa, Ailaya, Ashar, La'a, Tagayad, verse 11, Wabakal, Yawam, Wayawam, Maradakia, Mathahalak, Lapanya, Katazar, Bayaf, Hanashim, Ladai, Af, Shalom, Asatar, still in 11, Wamaha, Ya'ai Sha'a, Baha, verse 12, Wabaha Gayai, Thaw, Na'ai Ra'a, Wana'ai Ra'a, Labawa Al, Hamalak, Ha-Kashar, Rawash, Ma-Kwataza, Haya Waf, Laha, Kadaf, Hanashim, Shaniam, Aishar, Kadash, Kaya, Khan, Yamalawa, Yamya, Mawawa, Kwayan, Shasha, Kadashiam, Bashaman, Hamar, verse 12, Washasha, Kadashiam, Baba Shamiam, Wabatham, Wakwaya, Hanashiam, verse 13,
Last verse, sir.
Wabaza, Hanai Ra, Baha Al, Hamalak, Af, Kal, Ashar, Ta Amar, Yanathan, Laha, Labawa, Aimaha, Mabayath, Hanashim, Aid, Bayath, Hamalak. All right. Go ahead in the English. Left off.
26.
Come. Verse 6. Esther chapter 2, verse 6. Who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity, which had been carried away with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away.
All right, so he's giving us a history of Mordecai, how he ended up under King Ahasuerus. Basically, you could say of that oppression, because we were still being oppressed as a people. All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 7. And he brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair and beautiful.
All right, and Esther she was a beautiful sister. All right, she was a very beautiful sister that he raised up after her parents passed away. Keep going.
Come, whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter. Verse 8. So it came to pass when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan the palace, to the custody of Hegai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Hegai, keeper of the women.
All right, so this Haggai, this is a descendant of Amalekite king that Saul did not kill. Right, Saul did not follow the commandment of the Most High Power, who had ordered him to destroy everything, the cattle, the people, and he left this. He left this king survive, and this Haggai, who's about to declare a genocide on our people, that is his descendant. All right, and this is very important. When we teach Purim, we go over this to teach you that you must follow order. All right, Saul should have followed that order because Haggai would have not been there to commit this genocide that he was trying to commit on us, that we're going to read in the weeks to come, in the chapters to come. Keep going.
Come. Verse 9. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him, and he speedily gave her things for purification, with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens which were meat to be given her out of the king's house, and he preferred her and her maids unto the best palace of the house of the women.
Best place.
Best place of the house of the women.
All right, so she was chosen. All right, out of all the women, she was chosen, right, to be one of the most beautiful women, all right, throughout the provinces that was gonna be presented to the king for him to choose who he's going to make his wife. All right, keep going.
Come, verse 10. Esther had not showed her people nor her kindred, for Mordecai had changed her that she should not show it. And Mordecai walked every day before the court of the women's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her. Verse 12. Now, when every maid's turn was come to go into King Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months, according to the manner of the women.
So they had their things that they did that they had to purify for a certain amount of time, right? And after this time for purification was done, keep going.
Come. For so were the days of the purification accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of the women. Verse 13. Then thus came every maiden unto the king. Whatsoever she desired was given her to go with her out of the house of the women unto the king's house.
All right. So that's it. Next week we're gonna pick it up at chapter 2, verse 14. All right. With that, Majam, can you rinse this real quick? Right. All right, I got it. Cover. All right. And we fall right on time because we approaching the, I believe it's celebrated on the 10th month, the 12th day, I believe. We're gonna get into it within the weeks that's coming up, and this is our next feast day that we are going to observe, the Feast of Purim. All right. So, that. carry on. No, you do it. You pour it out for me. I got it. So like So no right hand. So no, you get it right here. Get it. La Yasharala. Say no, keep your hand up. Just say La Yasharala.
La Yasharala,
Which means to Israel.
which means to Israel.
Yeah. So, look down. Christ. Right here. Christ. Right. So upon your Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. Ratazah, the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakuka.
Malakuka.
The Baal.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ratazah.
Ha'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Hashamayam.
Bashamaya.
Hashamayam. Hatan.
Nathanawa.
Lanawa. Lanawa. Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Washanakalawa.
Wasalakanawa.
Kawa Wathanawa.
Kawawatinawa.
Kasa Laknanawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kawab Wathnanawa.
Kawawatinawa.
Walaha.
Wala'a.
Taba Yaha Nawa.
Tabayainawa.
Banasa Yawan.
Banasaya one.
Abal.
Above.
Hawashainawa.
Hawashainawa.
Mayan.
Maya.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Lama Lakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha Allah.
Wa'ala.
Waha Tapaya.
Wa'atapara.
Wa'atapara.
Layam.
La'aiwa lamyam.
Aman.
Aman. In English, I got it.
You got it?
Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come.
thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth,
In earth,
as it is in
as
heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Give us our debts,
Give our debts.
as we forgive our debtors.
Forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
Give us not into
but
temptation,
deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever,
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
I should be curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
the King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now.
listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against
That
us.
speak against us.
Like prophets.
Like
The
prophets.
teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite
And
brothers.
the the school.
In the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and
And
curses.
punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To the
destruction.
heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure
Shake loose the
of
treasure.
the rich of Israel
Of the rich of
that
Israel.
refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the
Force
school.
their riches
Force their
to
riches.
enter into our sanctuary.
Enter into our
Send
sanctuary.
evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction
And punishment and
to
destruction.
the Edomites
To the
and
Edomites.
the nation
And the nation.
and their drug dealers,
And drug
the
dealers.
court system,
court
the
system.
prison
The
system,
prison system.
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood.
all the governments of our enemies,
All the governments of our
Amalek
enemies.
synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues
Roman
and armies.
Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic
the
Church.
Pope,
The Pope.
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
Skinhead,
Skinhead,
Posse Kamatazi,
Posse
the
Kamatazi,
gay movement,
gay movement,
the lesbian
the
movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street.
Open up the internet,
Open up the internet.
and the airwaves,
And the airwaves.
the cable access channel,
Cable access
and
channel.
the radio channel,
And the radio channel.
convict the spirit
Convict the spirit.
of many of our people
Many of our
that
people
seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop
and
us.
bring swift
And
destruction
bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop
or try to
us
stop
from
us
broadcasting your word
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet
Let
Earth.
loose all the plagues,
Let loose all the
cause
plagues.
them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to
through
and
the
fro
earth
through the earth.
and consume them.
Consume them.
Let the plague
Let the plague
take the house of the thief
take the house of the
and
thief
the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Michael and
Michael
Gabriel
and Gabriel
come down with the flying
down
saucers
with the flying
and
saucers.
punish all the heathen
Punish all the
that come
heathen
up against us
come up against us.
as we speak that word.
As we speak that
Cause
word.
it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that it is the angels that have done it.
that the angels that have
Cause
done
it
it.
to be spread to the
Cause
media
it to be spread through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole
Cause
world.
it to shake that like coming.
From the shaking
In
of
the name of
In the
Yahushua,
name of
thank you
Yahushua.
always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So, which means to turn. You know, one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yachmatah. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters that may be watching. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Shabbat Hashem Yahshua.
Yachmatah. Dismiss. Brothers, I'll take care of the camera. Next week, we're picking it up at Nehemiah. That's like it. I'm saying it again. Esther chapter 2 and verse 14. All right. Next week, Esther chapter 2, verse 14. Shalom, Israel.